Maranville, and I am in the heart of Ventura County in Oxnard, California. And I'm standing here with Steve Gill of Gills Onions. He is my Farmer of the Month, my Sustainable Farmer of the Month. And we're here to ask him a few questions. Steve, you have a rich local heritage in Ventura County that started with a piece of land in Camarillo. Can you tell us about that?
That's my great-grandfather settled in Ventura County in 1880 and was a farmer back then, and my grandfather was a farmer, my dad was a farmer, and now my brother and I are partners in a large farming operation throughout California.
How many acres did they buy in Camarillo?
I think it was around 320 when they first started here.
And how many acres do you have now?
We have about 20,000 acres of vegetables in California that we produce crops on.
What a wonderful story, going from 320 acres to 20,000. And I think your great-grandfather would be really proud of you.
I think they'd be overwhelmed and surprised exactly what we're doing right now, because it's not a farm anymore. It's a big ag business, and it's still a family farm because we are partners and have a lot of great people working for us to manage and make us successful in that business.
But you're still very passionate about farming and agriculture.
That's my favorite place to be, is on a farm and see the different vegetable crops growing.
And what was one of your fondest memories as a young man associated with the farm?
Being able to go to work with my dad, and ever since I was a little kid growing up, I always wanted to be like my father and be a farmer, and never knew really never had a passion for any other business other than being a farmer.
Yeah. I can understand. I grew up on a farm, and my dad would be really proud of what I'm doing right now. And what crops do you grow? It's quite obvious you grow onions, but what variety of onions?
Well, we grow red and yellow varieties of onions, and there's many different varieties, but we grow in several geographic regions of California: Imperial Valley, San Joaquin Valley, and in Salinas Valley in Monterey County. And then we also grow celery, cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, all the different lettuces, spring mix, and those are our staple crops in our organization, real farms.
Right. Celery is one of the top crops of Ventura County.
Yeah, it is, and it's actually, we grow it probably, we do grow it for about 10 months of the year here in the county, and then we grow cabbage 12 months of the year here in Ventura County.
What is the mission of Gills Onions?
Well, the mission of Gills Onions is to be the supplier of fresh cut onions and be the best supplier with high quality and of onions, and to do the best job we can.
And it is important to buy local, and we all understand why. When talking about agriculture, it's good to buy local, but you send your onions all over the globe.
Well, we go to Canada is our only export, but we ship nationwide to every state in the Union, and so we consider ourselves local to the United States because all the vegetables are produced in California, most of them, and we do it on a year-round basis.
Can you tell us about your zero waste strategy?
Well, zero waste strategy is the biggest part of it is taking the onion waste that we have that comes out of our facility, and we turn it into electricity. And it's through an anaerobic digester and fuel cells that we do this with, and we measure and monitor all the inputs that go to the plant for packaging materials, and try and account for everything that we have and how we can recycle as much as we can, and we're in the 98% bracket for doing that.
98%. I'll never forget the first time I came here, and you were very gracious with me, and you gave me a tour, and you told me that you could not sleep at night when you with the realization of all the waste that you were producing, and now you're 98% waste free. It must feel really wonderful.
Yeah, it was a big stress for the facility because hauling the waste to the fields was causing us too many problems in the field, and it was just actually too much waste. Now we don't take any waste to the field. the onion skins, it's all turned into electricity or cattle feed.
And how many pounds of waste are we talking about?
Up to 300,000 pounds a day. So
300,000 pounds a day of waste that's not being accumulated. And that goes into your biodigester?
Biodigester, and it's actually 75% goes into the biodigester because we extract the juice out of the waste. And then the press cake goes to dairies in Bakersfield, and then the juice goes through the digester and converted into methane gas. The methane gas is then converted into electricity through a hydrogen fuel cell.
That's really what sustainability is all about. You just don't talk the talk, you walk the walk. And so the hydrogen fuel cells, now how much electricity, if we were talking about homes, how much electricity would these hydrogen fuel cells be able to, for energy for homes?
Well, it's 600 kilowatts of power that we produce, and that's equivalent to 460 homes in California.
400, what you supply in energy could supply 460 homes. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and then we use all the electricity in the plant because we are a large consumer of electricity in the processing operation of Gills onions.
So you use 100% of the electricity that you produce, and is that 100% of your electrical needs?
No, it's about 30% of what our electrical needs are here at the facility.
That's still wonderful. Any plans for more sustainability in the future?
Well, we're looking at extracting some of the polyphenols in the onions, and there's other things that we can do. We're just monitoring all our crops that we grow to have more accountability, so we can report our inputs and keep track of them, so that environmentally we can help avoid new regulations by having people understand what we do with fertilizer, pesticide, seed, water, and so those are ongoing projects that we do have here.
I know that it is still a family business, and I know your daughter, Nikki, works very closely with you, and I know that sustainability is also very important to her since she is the sustainability director. And we will be doing more sustainable ag education here as well. I know that education is important to both you and Nikki. Anything you want to pass on to the students of Ventura County?
Well, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to put on projects like this, because it gives the community awareness of who we are. And since we're a real small, farmers are a very small percentage of the population compared to the 40s and 50s when we were probably 50% of the population. So we're a real super minority, and it's good to have people understand what we do, because we touch their lives every day with food.
Exactly. We all don't think that we're connected to agriculture, but we all eat. So we all are connected to agriculture, and it is important that everyone knows their local farmers and where their food is coming from. So thank you so much, Steve, for being here today. And thank you.